Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna be kind of walking through my code on how to have how to use fork join framework to read more than one or more threads. And for my Waldo project, first I did set the different um color constants with the color block constants. So here we have the different colors that the thread's gonna loop through to find Waldo, Wilma, Adlo, or Wolf. And we have here, I set the different colors, and then I set the color block constants as the local variables in here. So as you can see, this represents like the four different blocks in just one pixel in the location there. So we do have the top left, top right, bottom right, and set that in the equals method just to compare the color block and the different color blocks with to check if the colors are um in that pixel. Um, I also set the locations, X and Y coordinates for the color block objects. And here we can see that we create a new instance of the location and we return that object to get the location in there. I did explain already how to retrieve like the different color constants with the color block constants and assign them to local variable. In here I did set the different um X and Y location pixel. So this saves the character into memory. So over here we have like the different pixel value, and I set it where each color has their different X and Y coordinates with that pixel. So here we have red, blue, yellow, and then that way when we go in the image and we're looking for example, let's say we're looking for Waldo, it would find Waldo um at that assigned color block constant where it's reading in those four box pixel. It would be one on the top left, top right, and then I think I had it in here. Where was it in the image? I believe, yeah. So we do have like this will be the coordinates for like the top left, it's X and Y, and then the top right would be just move over one, and then that same Y, since it's still on that same Y plane, and then the bottom left would just be the X and Y with an incremental one on that Y value, and then you move over one for the bottom right, and then move over for the last box in that four block pixel. So these are the different count for the variables in the color block image. This creates a color object just to represent the pixels, and then it uses a conversion. I think this was one of our, let's see, I think it was um one of our, what's it called, read-ins from like I think week 5 or 6 where I found like the conversion for, where is it? Conversion for, where is it? Let's see. Give me a second. Image. And we set it where, come on. we set like the different, yeah, right here, where we set the RGB, like the different colors in an inch representation of that color. And then this whole method was in that reading for fork join stuff. And then this is just an equals method just to check if two block colors are equal, or like the objects in those colors are equal. And then I think the location, yeah, it's just a toString to string representation of that location. In main, my only problem I had with this project was I did explain in the email about how I used a AWT, like the buffer image wasn't reading that PNG file. So what I did was just I had my brother just like record what I had back home on my Mac. And over here, if you can see, when you ask the user what image he's trying to search through and you put in that image in that folder, it should be able to print out the start times, the parallel, yeah, it should be able to print out like the parallel execution time and the total time in milliseconds. So here we see, I'll play it again. Here we see that when you input the image, you would see like the thread ID and the location in the location of the pixel on that image. And also I think it was one more thing I wanted to talk about. Oh, the fork joint tools. I think that was in, yeah, this is the part that just does the framework. And for these constants, I set it up where the colors were set to that variable, and then I just set the threshold to be 5,000. So if the pixel is, let's say it's more than like 5,000, then it would loop through and do this whole thing, and then just split that first 5,000 from the image, and then you split it down and work with the image matcher just to check to see if there's something else in that image. So, and that's my video.